Getting this forge back would double production. But to do that, we'll need the help of more... Oh, Ada. You're in deep now. All these guardians running around. Just breathe, Ada. Perhaps with their help, we could regain access to our vault. No. What am I saying? They just take it all for themselves. Even after hundreds of years, light-bearers remain as dangerous as always. I recall a time when guardians went by a different name. A more threatening one. Light-bearers are a danger to society. Always have been. I won't let myself be party to it. Light-bearers were never meant to set foot here. What would our founder say? Please don't let these light-bearers be here very long. Please. Every piece in our collection is meticulously designed and crafted. But not for you light-bearers. Light-bearers desiring our wares? This is unprecedented. The Black Armory was built to assist civilians in protecting themselves. Not so you guardians could stomp all over it. The perfect piece is drawn as much to the wielder as they are to it. Take a closer look. Our wares are displayed piece by piece, as to show how meticulously crafted they are. Some of your allies have made use of our wares in the past, but they had been sworn to secrecy. Every man, woman, and child should have the means to protect themselves. Do you guardians realize you are not the sole protectors of this city? Go ahead. Compare our wares to any others on the market. You won't find better. One day you'll have to come by and tell me the stories of your triumphs. Gaul was a blight on this world. What you did to him was justified. Never forget that. Do you miss your old tower, Guardian? I miss our old vault. It's still not safe to return. When the darkness sought destruction of all things, the Black Armory persevered. Remember this, Guardian. Do you truly believe in the Traveler, Guardian? It may have given you new life, but it destroyed many to do so. You don't speak much, do you? Just like me. Let's try and keep it that way if you don't mind. I enjoy the silence. I hear your vanguard wasn't much help in your quest to avenge a friend. That's not surprising. I've heard what you did for Cade 6, Guardian. Sounds like you two were very close. Sorry for your loss. The spider has mentioned you, Guardian. What you did on the shore was impressive. You are as much a part of the Black Armory as any of us, Guardian. What you've done for the Black Armory is nothing short of miraculous. I will not forget it. The Traveler made humanity weak, lured them into a false sense of security. I have kept an eye on your vanguard from afar, Guardian. I am unimpressed. The spider. How well do you know our mutual friend? Not well enough, I'm sure. The Black Armory believes not in the Traveler or its shambling dead, but in humanity itself. Every piece in our collection tells a story, whether it be through its elegant design, its unique makeup, or the history of its crafter. Admire with your eyes, not with your hands. Look around, everyone. You are in the presence of the savior of the Black Armory. Our weapons are akin to a third limb, weightless to hold, and seamless to use. You don't come to the Black Armory looking for just any weapon. You're looking to fulfill your wishes. We don't simply offer protection. We provide you with a missing piece of yourself. This augmentation is fascinating. The abilities it gives me are far beyond what I thought capable. You are a brilliant woman, Henriette. Being your daughter means the world to me. I just want to know more about who my mother was, and who I was. I feel stronger, more powerful. The augmentation is working. Our founder. My mother. One and the same. I never knew. Now that the Black Armory is no longer hidden, perhaps we should change our name. No. Of course not. Good riddance to civics. The punishment fit the crime. These journals are all that remain of our founder. I must keep a watchful eye over them. Comme nous chanterons les tombes des cerises et guérossignols et merlon moquer seront tous en fête. What was our founder using that facility for? I can't decipher much from her journals. All this time, our founder's journal sat idly in that vault. If only I'd known of its secrets. The missing pages of the Black Armory papers remain lost. Civics must not learn our secrets. What was it again? The dawn smiles. No. The dawn is smiling on the dew that covers the tearful roses. Where do I remember this from? Don't even think about jumping on the display cases. Hunter. Careful, Titan. I don't need your broad shoulders knocking our wares over. Come, Warlock. I won't lie. I've always had a secret desire to see your kind up close.
Tell me what you found. It's only fair to give me the right of first refusal. I hear the Queen had a treasure room in the prison. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Business waits for no one. Not even you. Such a shame about Kate 6. He was always good for a laugh, was he not? And a speedy bullet. Yeah. I weep for all the profitable alliances that will never be. Look after your ghost. It would be quite a shame if he joined my collection. The Prison of Elders is quite astonishing to me. Did the Queen think she was being merciful, throwing her enemies in there? No one has called me Wolf in a very long time. I was born into that house, yes. But even then I knew a bad investment when I saw one. I knew immediately I had no intention of staying in the company of wolves. I was tempted towards a more permanent vacation on the tangled shore. Many of my misguided fallen brethren still attempt to fight. I prefer a more mutually beneficial relationship. Easier to stay alive that way. The Reefborn aren't as clean as they like to play. Look at the Prison of Elders. Oh, I miss Varix. Did you know the Awoken really believed that ridiculous accent of his? Yeah. He had them wrapped around his claws. Happy as I am about the disappearance of the Scored Barons, their mess is still yet to be fully cleaned up. It's a shame you'll never be properly introduced to some of my most prized possessions. I can't risk it. You understand. As fun as the dead prince's presence was, it's better that he gets a very, very long, quiet rest. Bring me Avrak. I have a task for him. Bring me Arha. I have a task for him. No barons means better quality of life for me and my boys. And it's all thanks to you. Greetings, my slippery friend. Greetings, my broad-shouldered friend. Greetings, my elegant friend. My dear Lady Alderdice, If the Seven Stars won't have you, why should I? I think the Awoken will find my prices are the best prices. Another Vice shipment gone missing. Oh, tell our friends we can offer them protection for a price. My. How did a Sorrow shipment land on my doorstep? Oh well, it's not polite to ask questions. Tell them the jewels are straight from the Crystal Barrows. It's the truth, as far as they know. The Drifter, here? And he didn't say hello. How disappointing. I had to kill a man to acquire that. I'm kidding. I didn't have to kill him.
You might like hanging out in Spider's bunker, but I don't. Don't look at me like that. It just makes me miss Cade even more. Wondering how I lost my eye? You can keep wondering, my friend. That story is private. I remember the day that Mara named me Queen's Wrath. I should have been overjoyed. But how could I celebrate with Sior dead? The attack against the Dreadnought was a calculated sacrifice. Everyone knew going in that they were likely to die. All Awoken dream, but mine seemed to be more vivid than others. Perhaps it's because I lived with the Techians after Amethyst was destroyed. Did you know Sadia says she used to know Zavala before he died and became a Guardian? She says he hasn't changed much. I can't excuse Uldren's crimes, but sometimes I do miss him. I can't help it. I met Cade after the Skolos incident. He'd sneak out of your tower, try his hand at the Prison of Elders. Talked about you a lot. Even after the Taken War, he kept checking in. Cade came to me about the Scorn Barons, wanted me to join a team he called Cade's Six. I know. I'm still not sure if he was joking about that name or not. In the Reef War, Uldren and I fought side by side. I called him a friend. When his ship went down in the Battle of Saturn, I mourned him. The man who came back to the reef as if back from the dead. I don't recognize him. If Uldren thinks our past will stay my hand, he's mistaken. I'm going to put him down like the treacherous animal he is. Being Regent Commander of the Reef was hard enough without the Scorn Barons always circling, like vultures waiting for their prey to die. After Cade helped me put them away, things were easier. For a little while. I need answers. The dreams are getting worse. Actually makes me miss working with Varix. Transmitting to all reef channels. The Queen lives. I don't care. We can't afford airstrikes when we have so few pilots. Stay cloaked. Hold on. Did you say Zavala? I'll make the time. Put him through. Amrita says she's stabilized, but I want Kali to check on her as soon as possible. If it's just some will-o'-the-wisp, I don't care. I have no time for fairy tales. Tell Paladin Orin the Reef Envoy to Rexus entered at Tharsis. Yes, we've got Guardians in the Blind Well around the clock. The well is critical. Shuro, Kali, come in. I've lost contact with Sadia. No response at all. Then pull them out. If we can't travel safely through the Ascendant Plane, leave it to the Guardians. Yes, all of it. Collate everything we have and send it on to Rasputin. I almost became a Techian, you know. Maybe everything would have been different if I'd chosen that path. Cade used to ask where the Awoken really lived, whether we had good loot. After your traveler woke, my dreams became darker. Brighter lights, deeper shadows. When every name on that list is crossed out, then I can rest. Not before. Do you ever dream of your traveler? I used to. Until it woke. We're trying to get a hold of Eris Morn. Do you know her? Spider pretends he's doing us a favor, but really, he's in as much a jam as we are. Keep an eye on your ghost, especially in here. I should never have involved you and Cade, This was my problem, my failure.